especially the participants from our institutions, principals, deans, and other people. First of all, congratulations to all of you because of the serious participation from your side. I don't know how much the deans have contributed for your benefit for the 2 days. I wish that they have done reasonably good. So, but it's a wonderful exercise. I really congratulate you all from the university side and also the college side. In the last 2 days, you must have listened so many things from so many people, all that. But if you leave it just like that, it will end in no way. You have to interpret those things suitable to your needs, suitable to your perception, and proceed from there. Don't simply do whatever I say. You have to think whether it is possible or not, whether it is right or not, whether it is feasible or not, and all that. In the same way, some sessions must have given something good. So he also given from one direction. So PM Rao must have given in another direction. All these things you have to observe, understand, and consolidate it to your convenience, to your practical approach. Otherwise, if you leave it here, it will be in the air. So somebody told me something, then the second man tells a totally another direction, third man tells another direction. Okay, there's just no vice chancellor was telling. So I see from the top that chairman is seeing from the bottom, that's right, he's right. But I see the other angle, what many people actually fail to do. I see the social angle also, the economic levels of the people also, and their basic levels of this thing also. See, once a boy, for us it's okay, we got the fees, we have given the certificate, we have given so much certificate, you got so much potential. I fully agree on all these things. I fully agree with them. He got the survival instinct like Pandavas and other things. Fine. I fully agree with all these things. Immediately, burden of the family is, if he is not employed, he has to spend money from his side for his survival. And the number of people of that kind is small, not small. It is around 40-50% of the people. So it is not, they have spent some money for the education side. Fine. After education, if they are not employed, so they have to spend some more money for his survival, for his pocket money, this, that, and all that, for other courses like MA. I am asking, and all the institutions are doing exceedingly well, and if they are not ignorable, Amirpet is full of students. What we have missed, they are taking up. Amirpet, all of you are aware. Amirpet is in Hyderabad. They don't have any certificate power. They don't have any other power. And the whole street is full of students, thousands of students, morning and evening, continuously doing. Because all of them are not employed from the regular institutions. Full. Whatever you are paying, they are paying for 4 years, they are paying for 6 months. Yes. Not only from the regular small institutions, the students are from the bigger institutions also. Anyway, perceptions are different. I don't find fault with the vice chancellor or you or anyone. But you have listened so many people and perceive the things, whatever you have reasoned, and put it on paper so that you can't forget. And also understand how it is practicable in your institution, and then continue that by educating your faculty members and other stakeholders. The whole environment is striving for some quality. Whole environment. It is not the principal alone. It is not the chairman alone. All the faculty members, all the students, and also the parents should be involved into the process and striving for some excellence. So this is it. This is the very thing. When Amir Patel fellow is doing something good and something big, by having autonomous, we are not able to do it. Are you aware the business there runs around 4,000 crores, which is equal to the revenue of all the engineering colleges of Hyderabad. Imagine the scale. Imagine the failure of the institutions. Imagine the requirement of the society. It is 4,000 crores per year. So that is also there, I fully agree, but we have to educate the boy, empower the boy, and he has to survive on his own. All these things are there. But other angle we can't forget. Social angle is always there, and we have to remember those things when we are practicing. So, okay, when we have given great education, very good quality education, very good assessment, very good thing. So all these things are not understood by normal people. Understood only in terms of their survival. So anyway, yes, listen, you have listened all the people and consolidate it and make it, manual is prepared, for a common manual is prepared, not prepared. So try to prepare it, complete it by the end of February. Common manual, send it to them. After that, you do some exercise from your side, educating your faculty and students and all that. If you require, call this team also to educate the entire faculty members so that what is to be done, what is the process to be done, and how it is to be done. So, for especially Hyderabad and Vizag, they can spend these 2 days there only and deliver it. Instead of all the people coming over here, better 4 people go there and deliver something. That is the second thing. The whole environment, as I said, should be thinking of the quality in this thing. Other things are in continuation of it. At least check yourselves. At least 8 to 10 good practices should be there in the institution. Yeah, there are 3-4 practices are there. You have to introduce 8 to 10 good practices for the institution. But it needs a lot of thinking. What are the practices? We are doing everything. If I ask you, by my side or from NAC side or NBA side, you always say, we are doing everything. Nothing is there. There are many other things you can do. Only thing you have to think of it. For example, I am giving only an example. Teaching learning process is there. So yesterday I told you, make it interactive, this, that, and all. So we never do the diffuse learning process. Diffuse learning means, so when we are using any method, lecture method or seminar method, so the learning takes place only 20 to 25% of the students. See, so other 60% of the students, they are off-learned or not learned, whatever it may be. So there may be a diffuse learning. these 20 students may be assigned to give a project or to give a common platform or a kind of common thing to share their knowledge to the others. That is called a very, very powerful method. That is called diffused learning. We are not practicing it. That we can.
We call it peer learning.
Peer learning, maybe. Peer learning, it is called peer. That you can make it a system. Okay, you always tell people to do that, but they get assigned them into groups, and the group, we have to give some time to meet in the groups and see that learning should take that kind of thing. In the same way, counseling we always claim, but we are not doing it seriously. That also need to be made it very serious. And learning of new things, we can make it a mandatory thing to go for all the students for NPTEL classes. And that must be, that's another practice. We say that 75% of my students are undergone NPTEL classes and got certificate. That's a good practice. 75, good. General statement, my students, some of the students have got the certificates, that is a very general. If you say specifically, 60-70% of my students undergone NPTEL courses and got certificates, they are ready for self-learning. That's a big statement. In the same way, as I told you yesterday also, in publications, yeah, at least think of it along with your HODs, along with your faculty members, and introduce slowly, not at a time, slowly introduce by the end of this year, by May or so, introduce at least every institution should have 7-8 good practices. Really good practices. So, as I told you the other day in Maya, so sharing is a very important thing. Sharing of knowledge, sharing of material, sharing of something what we have. That is important trait and attitude need to be developed. So I asked the people to conduct one day for sharing of their food. Instead of knowledge, okay. So different people, based on their economic conditions, get different quality of foods. So they can always share for one day among their friends. It starts from that, it may go to sharing of the knowledge also. Something, yeah, we have this practice on every Wednesday. It is very successfully being implemented. Because for every 2-3 good rich students, there are 5-6 poor students. Something like that. So if these things try to have discussion among yourselves and break out. And good practice, all of you are aware. What are the components of good practice? All of you have undergone writing of the this, that, now. Good practice, you have to identify a real problem or an object, as I told you, sharing. And then you will have some difficulties. And then how to overcome the difficulties. And it should be cost effective. These are the elements of good practice. Naturally, you should not stop if there is a difficulty. You should not stop because it demands some money. Yes. So that kind of thing you can always, practices can be introduced. At least 7-8 good practices should be there in the good institution. That improves the quality. Maybe it is connected to teaching learning, maybe connected to research, maybe connected to learning of the new knowledge, maybe connected towards the development of their attitudes. Attitudes are also equally important. It is not only transfer of knowledge, we have to build their attitude also. So this way try to think of it. So the other things which is not relevant to this session, because all of you are the dean's principals, I am telling you the futuristic. So this year NRIF has introduced a new ranking system, that is the innovation ranking system, and that would be the future. Now they are asking about faculty strength, student strength, research papers, this. But future is towards the innovation. It requires, it demands how many startups you have encouraged, how much investment you made, how much how many patents you have published and granted, how much money you have generated out of that, how many, at least one or two are in the Fortune 500 companies, something like that, among the startups. So you have to create some innovation area in every institution. If every institution it is not good, not possible, I know that the management space constraint is there, at least combination of two, either or two colleges, so combined together you can do something. Hyderabad also is going to have another college, combined together you can do something. So that way, yes, you have to enter into that. And shortly it will become the very interesting. As Vice Chancellor said, making them to the next level, innovators and creators, this, that, and all that. So that would be the very interesting way in the next 2-3 years. We have to gear up to that. At least we have to start something like incubation center. Let us see what is the procedure to be followed, how it should be. And it's not relevant to the present to this thing, just like that I am giving the next 10 years vision kind of thing. The other thing what you have to be aware of it is, of course you are doing to some extent, now the world ranking, it is not the faculty or institutions, this, that and all that they are not considering. World ranking they are considering only addressing the sustainable goals, which NEP I think might be indirectly mentioned, directly they have not failed. They are not mentioned, failed to mention. That is again the future. How much you have participated in eradication of illiteracy, eradication of ill health, eradication of poverty. There are 17 sustainable goals. We have to at least participate 10, 12 sustainable. Like all these PS ranking from the last 2 years, it is mostly going on towards sustainable goals. It's not like NAT, not like NBA, not like, yes, based on the sustainable goals. How much you are contributing. Of course, we are doing a part of it. Same way, other institutions also adopt 3-4 villages. We should see how much poverty is there, assess the poverty and eradication of the poverty, illiteracy, ill health, all these things, and claim that you have the institution as an autonomous or university, you are contributing something towards the addressing the sustainable goals. Yes, world over this is going to happen. Otherwise, the purpose of institution, the meaning of the education is lost. When somebody is suffering, having a big job has no meaning at all. Everybody should be happy. Yes. It's a very serious situation if you understand that. The situation in India is wealth is increasing. So many rich people are there, wealth is continuously increasing, share prices are increasing, fine. But in addressing the sustainable goals, we are in 122 of the 161 countries. We are much less than Bangladesh. We are ahead of only Pakistan in our neighboring countries. That's it. It means, I don't know what you understood. It means what on one side wealth is there, other side this is it. It means what is happening, wealth is concentrating in few hands. It is not properly distributed. Not only wealth, education is not properly distributed. Health is not properly distributed. So the girl education is not properly done. So what all these institutions are doing, all the teachers are doing, that is the very purpose the whole world is going towards that. Anyway, it is not relevant to the present way, because you are the readers, so I am telling you how it will move further. That is, NAP is totally, I think I didn't go, I've gone through, but I didn't get it. It is missing somewhere. They must have mentioned it. Well, it's a very serious issue for the country. The Modi is always telling we are moving forward. Yes, that is true. Vande Bharat, this, that, and has come. How many people, what happened with Vande Bharat? Many government rights were removed and Vande Bharat is introduced. Is it an advisable thing? We are all proud that Vande Bharat is there. But out of that, for every Vande Bharat, 4 trains, government trains were removed. That is what is happening with the economy also. For every 1 crore people suffering, 1 rich man is coming out. Yes. That's anyway. That's it. So recently I went to China. Very interesting policy is, they are selling the milk packet for 250 rupees. Well, we get for 8-10 rupees, something like that. 250, 1 liter milk packets, they are selling it for 250 rupees. 60 rupees. It is 4 times. Do you mean that they spend more money for production of 1 liter of milk? For every food item also, this is almost 4 times. Then I asked one intellectual, I know him, somebody, why this is happening. Very interesting case. In China, communist country. It is happening. I asked the price of every item. So he has given a very beautiful answer. They have seen that the rights under no circumstances should not suffer. Their rate is maintained. It is true that they produce the milk only for 5 rupees retail, but they are paid 200 rupees. Yeah, that is how they are far ahead of us. What happens if they produce for 5 rupees and sell it for 8 rupees? How they get meet the 2 hands? Being communistic country, food is expensive. Every item is like that. So the very meaning of it is that. But here, anyway, it's out of the thing. So once again, thank you very much for spending good time with the university and the vice chancellor and deans, everybody. And I think you are equipped sufficiently, some idea, but try to have your own idea, put it into your frame, and disseminate the same thing to your faculty members and others. Immediately write the letters to the parents. Why where the boys and girls should work more, why they should work more than that. And